And welcome back, gamers. I'm Draxxinusam, and we are here again playing Ultima 7, The Black Gate. Unfortunately, I did a dumb, and my audio was out of sync, and before I thoroughly tested it, I went ahead and posted it, and I posted two videos, basically, and I had to remove both of them, because the audio was out of sync, with the intention of fixing it. But the problem is, I had already, for space purposes, I'd already removed those portions of the information. So, yeah. But basically what had happened was I was adventuring around in U, and I couldn't find the monk. So I had to teleport home because things kept attacking us in the woods, which made for great video, by the way. We'll probably go back and try that again. But basically, I decided, you know what, let's go do the add-on, because I've been here before and we've done it, and it gives you a buffs, because it, like, levels your character, basically. And so we talked to Arcadian and Arcadian, which we'll go talk to again, because you guys missed it, and it's kind of important, and it's fun. But basically, we wandered into the Test of Truth, which is one of the tests of the Avatar, and we fought a ghost, and we got lost. And now we're stuck, and it's really dark. I know it's kind of hard to see what's going on, but we ran out of torches. Oh, there's a torch. We killed the ghost. Hopefully he doesn't respawn, because that would be lame. Because ghosts are jerks. Ghosts in this game, oh yeah, and that truth over there, because I'm in the Test of Truth and it's backwards. I like did all this work, and I took all these screenshots, and they were gonna be the like thumbnails for the videos, and I was all excited and like stoked, and then, you know, here we are. Here we are. And right now I'm trying to find my way out of the Test of Truth. Can't read that, because it's on the other side of a wall. Would be pretty strange. We fought this guy like 12 times. The problem is, we can't really leave here very easily. Because if we do, our boat is basically stuck on the island. I would basically have to do, and I probably might, I don't know. I'll have to make a call on that, but I'll decide if we need to sort of teleport out to either get better video, or so we can get some things and come back and try again. Because the tests are really interesting. I'm just terrible at them. So, you know. So that was real fun. Real depressing, too. Like, I did all this work, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I find out that I messed it up, and then when I tried to fix it, I messed it up worse. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so we're coming back here, because I think there's something I missed. I had to do a walkthrough, because I was very lost. Rings of regeneration are terrible. You can't leave them on, or they will kill you. Open. Yes. Ha! Throw this guy. We did it! Do. Thou hast mastered the Test of Truth, and so a boon of great intellect and magical ability will be bestowed upon thee. Use and respect thy powers well, Avatar. Yay! Thou hast now experienced the full meaning of the principle of truth. The value of such is beyond measure, for truth shall guide thee throughout thy life's endeavors. The statue's voice takes on a warning tone. Know this truth, the psyche returns to the core. What that said, the statue becomes quiet once more. So this is the Isle of the Avatar. So let's go talk to these guys. And I already did talk to these guys, so it'll be they'll talk to me in a disgruntled sort of, I already told you this, Avatar, you stupid jerk. But it's fun, and it gives you guys some background what's going on. I'll never get any work done like this. What do you wish of me? Arcadian seems a little peevish at this point, see, because I already talked to him. Name. The mage gives you a half smile. 'Twould seem that thy memory is failing thee, Drax. As I have said, my name is Arcadian. Job. I am the follower of the principle of truth, but unlike those of the Lyceum, which is a big old, like, basically like a hangout for nerd mages on Moonglow. Moonglow is the island of mages. They all like hang out, and the Lyceum is like the place where they store all their knowledge and research and books and things. Anyways, I would prefer to seek out the knowledge instead of waiting for it to come to me. It is curiosity which has brought me to this island from which Exodus, the spawn of Mondane and Minax, sought to rule the world. The books and scrolls here have long taught me much of Britannia's histories and other interesting subjects. His clouded eyes sparkle with intelligence. But you can't help wondering how books and scrolls are of any use to a man afflicted with blindness. The psyche returns. Could this possibly be true? Therian's blind eyes light up with unabashed glee. What an opportunity I have here! He once again notices your presence. Now do not let any strange ideas of destruction enter thy mind, Avatar. I shan't let thee deprive me of this chance to experience a true wonder of the world. Run along now. Is there not a right to be wronged somewhere else? Mondane. Therian scowls. Now there was a mighty wizard. A bit twisted, but then who knows what happens to a human mind when 'tis subjected to the powers he wielded. 'Tis even said his skull alone had the power to destroy enemies. He must have locked a magical matrix upon it. I'll have to research that. His head nods, seemingly making a mental note, then continues a wistful look on his aged features. I would have loved to study that fascinating gem of immortality, but alas, I was born in too late an era. Minax. A sad, sweet smile comes to the wizard's face. She was quite a comely lass at one time, with a mind forever searching. His expression darkens. But then Mondane forced all of the good sense from her. She became a power unto herself in time. I do not think she quite rivaled her former mentor, Mondane, but she was a force to be reckoned with nevertheless. And that thou didst with the quicksword, Inalo, that act will most likely have tales sung about it for the next eon. Under his breath he adds, even if it's Iolo's the only one who sings it. With a look of indignation, Iolo says, Pardon me, sir, but I'll have thee know that Prelates of the Avatar still grace all of the finest drinking establishments of Britannia. And what a dubious distinction that is! The corners of the mage's mouth come up in a delicate smile. An angry retort dies on Iolo's lips as the elderly mage lifts his hands in a gesture of peace. Please, forgive the offense I have given. Thou shouldst know that I have seen almost first-hand the Avatar's bravery in the face of adversity. I have nothing but the highest regard for the destroyer of the Age of Darkness and the harbinger of the Age of Enlightenment. Exodus. That being has become a passion of mine lately. He almost glows with excitement. Indeed, 'tis what brought me here. While I was at the Lyceum, I happened upon a passage in a manuscript that described an island of fire. Upon further research, I found that the entity known as Exodus was not truly destroyed. The interface between its two parts and the world was merely severed. Demon Mirror. Ah, so thou hast met that old windbag. Truly I feel that I would do better to free myself of that burdensome beast, but he sometimes proves to be useful. He's speaking of Arcadian, who's up over here. I'll show you him in a minute. If it weren't for his whining, perhaps he and I would get along better. Subjects. If thou art interested, feel free to inspect them. This is no library. As if regretting his grace's treasure, he adds, However, I trust that thou wilt take the utmost care with the older ones. He stops on the verge of saying more. Gem of immortality. Milky eyes glitter up at you like twin marbles. Ah, yes, but thou knowest all too well about that little bauble. After all, it was thee who smashed it into the shards which caused thee so much trouble during the regency of Lord Blackthorn. So much power that even in a shattered state its magic still flowed. 'Tis sad to lose such an artifact. As if suddenly remembering with whom he is speaking, he amends. Much better than having Mondane running about mucking with things, I suppose. Inalo. Or Inilino. I don't know. Ah, now there's a question I have heard not of its existence since the Age of Darkness ended, but that I knew its location. It was reputedly a great item of magic. Didst thou find it so? He cocks his head to one side as he asks the question. Yes, 'tis a pity to lose such an item of antiquity. Perhaps as time unfolds it will turn up. These things have a way of surfacing at the strangest times. Skull. 'Twould seem that someone, he pauses dramatically, let that slip into a volcano. His wry smile belies his careless tone. 2 parts. One part, his psyche, we shall call it, was taken by the gargoyles who live below us in the realm on the other side of the world. A truly fascinating culture they have. But I digress. You begin to wonder just how long this old man has been out of circulation. He continues, The other I have here. I call it the dark core, because without the psyche it is mostly lifeless. His face appears to youth, and you feel as if you're speaking to a child describing his new toy, or perhaps pet. I believe 'twas the removal of the psyche from the core that caused this island to sink beneath the waves. Dark core. I have found it to be quite a treasure trove of useful facts. Its sole purpose seems to be the storage of information. Much of the information is trivial, such as a detailed description of the color of the sky on a particular day eons ago, while other bits of instruction form the manipulation of the world. Within it, I have even found the knowledge to raise and sustain this island we stand upon. It is truly a remarkable artifact. He thinks for a moment, then looks nervously in your direction. Please do be careful around it. Artifacts seem to have a tendency to, shall we say, disappear around thee. Psyche. Eventually, I shall turn my studies to that being. The gargoyles have placed within it a statue in the shrine they dedicated to their principle of diligence. Right. Anyways, there's not a ton more that would be interesting to you guys, mostly like tidbits. So this is the Dark Core that the old man was giggling about, and this is Arcadian. So let's talk to Arcadian. Can I be of some small assistance in thy quest to release me? If so, thou hast but to ask. Arcadian's smile stretches from ear to ear. So again, they're all gonna treat me like I'm stupid because I've already talked to them. But because I am stupid, we have to talk to them again. Alright, here. Name. The big demon smiles ingratiatingly, showing inch-long pointed teeth. As I have said, I am the demon Arcadian. His somewhat polished veneer seems to be unraveling at the edges in his anticipation of freedom. Job. Well, if thou keepest thy promise to release me, I'll be free of that lice-ridden, flea-bitten old mage. Demon. That is how thy people address those of my race. You can't tell from Arcadian's tone of voice whether or not he minds that fact. Release. I'll need a special gem in which to house my essence when thou crackest this prison of a mirror. His eyes are alight with the possibility of impending freedom. Gem. There was one on the island that I know of. That I know. Find it. Screw you, you jerk. He's a demon, they're all jerks. Bring it to me, and together we shall break this mirror which binds me to that blasted mage. Oh, I should have used that voice the whole time. That was good. I don't want to talk that. It prods my brain, basically. The test of courage. Alright. Oh, wait. The dragon's in there. I don't want to go fight that friggin' dragon. Let's go to the test of love. It's kind of heart-wrenching, actually. So let's do it. Earthian! Get out of the way. I'm opening this. So this is the test of love. The stone statue stands with a lowered head despite its granite features. A downcast look is apparent on its face. Surprisingly, it turns to speak with you. Why, by the stars, I believe it is a creature! Help him? It asks, carefully pointing to the statue lying beside it. Creature. We are called stone golems, because we are made out of stone and rock. Name. My master named me Bollocks. Master. Asterion made us. He is our master. Maid. I know nothing about the process, but Asterion once told me he used something called magic to give us life and animation. The golem pauses, obviously conscious of its next thought. He did not like his solitude. He said he was lonely. Lonely. Asterion said it was how a person feels when no one is around. He told us how happy he felt after we were born. He called me a son. Magic. I do not know what it is, but there are many books in his house. Perhaps there is something there about magic. books. I have a book that Abjar told about our creation. This might help bring Abjar back. He hands you a very old tome. It is evident the book has seen much use. The leathery covering it is wearing away to reveal the wood beneath, and the pages are quite dog-eared. I already put rocks down, he adds, just like the book said to. Job. I am the guardian of the shrines of the principles. Guardian. We were created to protect the shrines of the principles. Only the Avatar could use their power. Ajar, and I were keeping watch when the wall fell on Abjar, and the loud noise came. I carried him here so that I could restore him, but I do not know how. Stone. We were fashioned out of the rock from the quarry on this small island. Help. My companion, Ajar, he is dying. Thou must help repair him. Please, I beg thee. Ajar. He is my brother and my friend. We protected the shrines together. We cannot let him stay like that. Help me. Assist him. Okay. Goodbye. Alright, let's check out this book. Yay, I'm wearing a sideways amulet. Woo! Stone of Cassandra. Legendary rock? Perhaps. Powerful relic? Definitely. The Stones of Cassandra, named for the mage who is rumored to have enchanted and placed it, is said to be located on the Isle of Fire, also the location of the Shrines of the Three Principles. Of course, since knowledge of the isle has long since disappeared, knowledge of the infamous stone is equally mysterious. However, through research and study Cassandra's diary, I have brought to light a few clues on the stone's whereabouts. The major purpose of the stone's power is to animate inanimate objects, statues, golems, tools, etc. In addition, should the desired object be one already imbued with the power of conversation, the stone will enhance such powers, giving the object, or rather creature, independent thought. Historians claim that it is with this stone Cassandra concocted creatures of such deep personalities that, from behind a curtain, it was impossible to differentiate between a person and one of his creations. But how do I capture this ability? I hear thee ask. First, assuming thou hast already discovered the Isle of Fire, no mean feat I assure thee, thou must then search for the pentacle of rocks, 5 boulders arranged as though they were the vertices in a pentagram. In the center thou shouldst notice a 6 rock, from which grows a large healthy tree. The tree of life. This 6 rock is Cassandra's stone. However, finding the stone is only half the battle. For now thou shouldst perform magics beyond the abilities of normal men. With thou must. Odd, the page is smudged with dirt here. I cannot make out this text. Once the heart has been placed within the chest of the creature, the ritual may begin. First, using perhaps the same pick, thou must strike the tree hard enough to draw blood. Blood from a tree, questions thee. Aye, I say, for this tree is one of life and energy, collected from the nutrients of the stone, and bleed it does. Some say thou wilt be able to hear... Oops. I lost my place. My phone buzzed. Where was I? Some say thou wilt be able to hear the shrieks of pain from Cassandra's stone, but that rumor is waning. Thou wilt need enough of the tree's life force to fill a bucket. After the blood has been properly contained, it must be spilled in 5 spots about the body of the stone creature, as if the creature were Cassandra's stone, and the puddles of blood were 5 rocks of the pentacle. In fact, it is necessary to set down 5 such small rocks to mark the locations upon which the blood must be spilled. Then must thou cast Vas Flam Us, see detached page, at end of volume, setting fire to each of the puddles of blood. Following that must be chanted the sacred words gleaned from Cassandra's journal, also on detached page. Now that the creature is enchanted, of course, it will become necessary to instruct it, much as one educates a child. However, a stone golem will learn much more quickly. Why, a page has fallen from the book. That it has. Of course, I find it in probably I started reading in one of the most dangerous places. Vas Flam Us. This scroll will permit thee to perform the ritual necessary to create or reconstruct stone creatures, and instill with them the power of thought. First, gather the materials discussed in the previous chapters. After thou hast performed said tasks, thou shouldst refer to the scroll and begin. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Yoda. Or whoever Whoever said that. A bandage! From clay to stone. Interesting. Logbook, Australian. I've grown lonely here on the island. Despite my golems, I have no one with whom I can converse, no one with any personality. Even the animals spend less time here than on the main island, which each day I look upon the horizon for a sign of someone. I have no fear of strangers, for either I will meet the Avatar, or the golems I created to protect the shrines will fend off hostile visitors. I'm exhilarated. Today, while on the main island, I happened by a tree. Oh, goodness. I might read that off camera. Otherwise, you guys might be bored to death. Okay, let's bring a golem back to life, shall we? These are very dangerous. They explode. Very dangerous. Ah, bum. I needed that pick. Wait, let's go back. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, I love this song. Stones is the best. Look! My magic is at the highest. Anyways. Yay, cutting off the song mid-song. I feel like there's a magic wall here somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking of the other game. Leave me alone, Dupree. I'm busy. Could have sworn there was a spot. Apparently not. The Tree of Life! What ho! Hi there, dear. Actually, I'm gonna kill you, dear. I need your life essence. Do 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 do. Rest in peace, dear. How much money we have? Still the same amount as last time. Very cool. We have to go back. I swear there was a wall here somewhere. Maybe it's not when you open, but you walk through. I swear it was in here. There was cool stuff. We need that bucket. Let's go get the bucket. The bucket. I need the bucket by the well. And bucket. Okay. Let's go. Spark, you're using a torch as a weapon, you tiny idiot. Do. This test also took me a long time, but to be fair, when I was doing it the first time, I was like 8. So, you know, it was really, like, a challenge. Ugh. Shut up, Shamino. Put that on your back. Whatever. I don't care. I must hold it in thy hand. I'll hold your face in my hand when I'm punching it. It seems a pick is not needed for that. Shut up. You're all fired, and I might kill that deer again because we need food. Chink chink. Oh yeah, look at that. Bucket of blood. Okay, guys. I need you to listen very carefully. Ice the deer! Come here! I feel like we're kind of buck naked. Alright. Yolo, did you run out of bolts? Remind me when we're back on the mainland and I'll buy you some more. Alright. Splash some blood about. We need a heart. I don't remember this part. Let's give it a whirl. I will give him mine! You watch in stunned horror as Bollocks pierces his chest open with his fingers. He pulls forth a heart-shaped stone, and with a final flurry of action, drops the stone upon Abjar's chest as he falls dead to the ground. He gave up his heart so that Abjar may live! Well, not to be morbid, but I suppose the incantation will be work now. That it will. Here you go, have a heart, friend. Was flam us, in yelm, in grav, in money, kal por, was flam us. The Avatar is kind of an expert on magic. Bloop! Woo! Greetings to the Honorable One. I can assume that my presence here was thy doing. It becomes quickly apparent that this creature possesses a greater capability of speech than his fallen companion. The recently raised golem stares down at the prone, lifeless body of Bullocks. Quickly he looks up at you. What has happened? Sacrificed. You quickly relate the detail of Bullock's death as he pulled the object from his chest and placed it in the other golems. He sacrificed himself by giving me his heart. The fool! His words are insinuating, but his tone is affectionate. I must help him, as he helped me. Wilt thou assist? Sure. Very good, he says, notably relieved. I thank thee in advance. Fool. Poor Bullocks did not know of the Stone of Cassandra. His sacrifice was perhaps unnecessary. Hast thou perchance come across Makuth, the Stone of Cassandra? Yeah. Dost thou have it with thee? No. Please go and recover it then. Okay. Please, journey in peace. Oh, sorry, I lit you on fire, YOLO. Book. What was it? McJimmy's? What did he say? Wait, is this the book I have? Oh, yeah, I do. Shut up! Shut up, YOLO. I'm busy. Yes. It almost appears as if he is smiling. 'Tis I suspected Bullocks thought he must sacrifice his own heart to return my life. If you were to believe it possible, you could feel positive you had just seen a drop of water fall from the golem's right eye. The poor fool gave his life for mine. I can only hope I would have done the same. Doing so now, however, would only help nothing, for once I was gone, Bullocks would simply repeat his act. You hear a sigh come from the golem. I don't mean to be irreverent, but the matter not involve death, 'twould be a humorous sight. Two golems popping up and down as each passed the heart to the other. However, smiles Abjar, 'tis not necessary, for had Bullocks known what is covered by this smudge, he could have told thee that a new heart may be cut from the tree of life. Look here, he says, pointing to a line in the tome smeared with dried mud. I remember this from before. Thou canst take the very same pick with which thou didst collect the blood and procure a heart for Bullocks. Of course, after thou dost place the heart upon Bullock's body, thou shouldst again perform the same ritual of blood. Hail, friend, I hope I may assist thee in some way. What next? Dost thou have the... yeah? Oh, well, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so we'll bring this jerk back to life, and next episode, we will complete the test of love. Anyways, I, of course, have been Draxxinusam. You guys have been fantastic. We are here playing Ultima 7 with the Avatar, and we will see you next time. You have a good one, gamers.